Well, the dude abides. Obvious, you say, right, that I begin there? Well, given that the Big Lebowski is sort of my Citizen Kane, not sort of, actually and really, and that this line is perhaps one of the most oft-quoted lines in cinema history, think about that. And that it is courtesy of the man we are here to publicly cherish tonight. Where is he, by the way? Where is Mr. Brady? All right, man. All right. I think it is a fabulous place to begin when discussing one Mr. Jeff Bridges. So, in an effort to understand our man a little bit better, I did my due diligence as the great actor that I am, and I looked up the definition of the word abides, this word that we often use, right? Using the ancient technique known as Googling, I discovered that to abide means to accept or act in accordance with a rule, decision, or recommendation. Now, I don't like this one at all, because for an iconoclast like Jeff Bridges, it just doesn't work. This is absolutely, unequivocally, no, it does not fit. Let's move on, because this next one I like. To be able to tolerate someone or something. You see, I like this one a lot, because Jeff is infinitely compassionate and curious. So yes, indeed, this definition works. But let us push forward. Let's keep on going. Let's get digging. Let's get biblical, shall we? Indeed, the Bible uses it in the context of remaining, being present, to be held, and kept. Yes! This rings true, because don't we all, cinema goers, friends, family, don't we all hold this man close to our hearts? Close to our collective bosoms. This, I think, is a beautiful and accurate sentiment. It shows we're on the right track. But finally, there's this last definition, and I think it's this one that really brings it home. To abide is to continue without fading or being lost. Bingo, bango, bullseye. Because Jeff Bridges is a man whose insane curiosity for life, his compassion for his fellow travelers on the journey here on planet Earth, his love for us in this experience, his ability to continually look out at the world with awe and delight, means that he is the best of us. And so, thank you, Rosie Perez, fuck yes, the dude doth abideth, folks, and his lighteth will continueth to endureth, and it will never, ever, ever, ever fadeth. Can I get an amen? That's right. Well played. I wasn't sure you were going to play that church game with me. I appreciate it. This is New York, so I felt safe. Now, I have always been a fan of Bridges. And it goes back to when I watched him in The Last Picture Show. And then seeing him in his 70 feature films. That is no joke. And have I seen them all, you ask? Yes, of course I have. No, of course I haven't. I have a life. But, as you are seeing tonight, those films show how this man, he can do it all. This man can do comedy. He does drama, action, sci-fi, thrillers, you name it. And of course, Westerns, like my personal favorite, Hell or High Water. Thank you. And that was an amazing experience. You have to understand, it's me coming to get to work with my hero, this hero I've watched all my entire life. My hero who, 2 months before we started filming, he shows up to rehearsal off book on the entire film. Proving not only that he's a great actor and a consummate professional, but it also proves once and for all that getting high does not affect memory. At all, apparently. That film did more than give me the incredible opportunity to work with him. It also really, and this is true, it gave me a gift of his friendship. And I do think it is a gift. It's a privilege. So as that friendship started burgeoning, we exchanged emails from time to time. And it was during one of these exchanges as we were, pairing back and forth, getting into really gnawing on the big ideas, I asked Jeff a very important question. Jeff, I asked, where do you think when we go, where do you think we go after we die? To which he replied, quote, yeah, meanwhile, here's a picture of an ant. Love, Jeff. And there was, in fact, an attached photo of a giant ant. It has been 6 years, ladies and gentlemen, 6 years, and I am still meditating on this most delicious haiku. Indeed, Jeff has become my philosopher friend, my own personal Obi-Wan Kenobi. And don't we all need someone like Jeff in our lives? Seriously, really. That Obi-Wan, that mentor, that someone who we can look up to, who inspires us, whose life and career choices we use as guideposts on our own journeys. I think we do. And so to help me on my journey, I have this. It's my WWJD bracelet that I wore tonight. It's real. Thank you to the Church of Jeff for this talisman. WWJD, what would Jeff do? A very important question. In addition to WWJD, I have found that it's also very useful to have at my fingertips some memorable lines that Jeff has said in his films, because you never know. You never know when those lines can help you through an average day. In fact, Jeff, would you mind if I did some Jeff lines?
Go for it, man.
Thanks, pal. All right. Where's my water? Okay, let me prep for this. I played sick, drunk, divorced, and on the run. I haven't missed a goddamn show in my whole fucking life. That's from Crazy Heart. An incredible film, and incidentally, the exact words that landed me a spot as the next season's Golden Bachelor. A favorite of mine from True Grit, I give $3 right now for a pickled buffalo tongue. Another great one, and look, if you stick around long enough and see me drink enough tequila, I will be saying this at the after party. And from The Big Lebowski, my Citizen Kane, who could forget the immortal words of the dude? Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man. True line, and very useful when combating the turd slingers of our industry, the critics. And of course, who can forget when the dude said, Walter, I love you, but sooner or later you're gonna have to face the fact that you're a goddamn moron. Now use that when your cousin shows up wearing a MAGA hat at Thanksgiving. I digress. But here is one thing that Jeff has said, and I'm being very serious. This is the real Jeff this time, not an actor or character. And it's something that has stuck with me, and it's this. Words fall short sometimes. And that one feels particularly resonant on a night like this as I stand here in front of my hero and my mentor and attempt to express my love for you. But here goes. Your boundless compassion, Jeff, and your curiosity, and your grace and joy, your brilliant light, it shines on all of us. And it makes us better because it helps us to understand who we are, and it makes us feel just a little less alone. And that is a good thing. So for the sake of humanity, Jeff, please keep on shining, you crazy diamond.